Hi, Patrick. This is John, your piano teacher, but I bet you knew that already. Today, I'm going to show you how to play the Imperial March. I might have shown it to you before, but I want you to have a video of it because I think it's super fun to play. And I also like talking about how we can use our fingers super smart to do it, okay? So, also, one other thing, I don't know where you are in the book because I don't remember. I never heard from the substitute teacher that you might have seen about what it is you covered in the book, and I'd rather not move forward because the Eighth Notes chapter is pretty important. Okay, so anyway, here's the Imperial March. We're going to start on an E, and we're going to hit it 3 times. Then we'll go C, G, E, C, G, E. That's part 1. Let's do it again. Okay, ready? See, I'm using 1, 5, and 3. Knowing which fingers to use is really important for when you get better and better at piano like you are. So next part. So you got the first part, right? Why don't you try it? Do it by yourself. Okay, maybe you should do it with me. And we're going to do it like this. If you need to pause the video now and practice that for a while, you can, and you should. Part 2 of the melody. I'm going to start with my 4th finger here on B. See it? I'm going to give you a little preview of what we're going to do. We're going to hit this 3 times. Then we're going to go up to C. And I'm going to use my 3rd finger on G and then reach to E flat with my pointer. See that? And then I'm going to do, which is just like the beginning, you remember? The boo-da-da. So the second part ends the same way the first part ends. Here's the second part again. Listen. Now, if your hand's not as big as mine, and I don't think it is, and you have to use a different finger to get to E flat, that's fine. You can figure out a good way to do it. But this is good fingering that I'm showing you. Okay, so I'm going to do part 1 and then part 2. Ready? Now that part's really fun. That E flat's the sinister note, right? You can tell that's like where the dark side comes from when it goes ya do da da. I love that part. Okay, now you want to practice that a little bit. Maybe you pause the video and come back and I'll show you part 3, okay? Hey, you're back. It's time for part 3. Okay, this is the exciting part. This is like the stormtroopers part. The reason I call it the stormtroopers part is because it uses all these white keys and all these black keys, right? And you know how stormtrooper uniforms look, where it's all like white shielding with black insides and stuff? It's cool. So here we're going to go E, E, E. And remember, we call that an octave, right? See if you can go E to E to E. And see if you can use your pinky and your thumb. It's good to try. E, E, E. Now I'm going to use... Let's use 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. See how I did that? Watch again. That's the smart fingering for it. There's other ways to do it, I'm sure. You should figure out a way for yourself to do it. But you just can't go like this, okay? Not one finger doing everything. You want to use all your fingers. That's how smart pianists work. Now that's pretty cool. The next part starts right here on F. And it goes to the next black note down. See that? Now that's pretty tricky, right? This is oftentimes where people get a little stuck, but I'm going to talk you through it one more time. Here's part 3, the first part of part 3. The second part goes like this. Thumb, ring finger, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm going to do that super slow. Watch. Notice how it does every single note going down till it goes right back up 1. That's kind of how what happened over here. See that? Then we're going to do this. Okay, so that's part 3. Why don't you take a pause and learn that, okay? Okay, hey, you're back. That's good. I'm only going to show you this much because if you can learn this much, you can learn the whole song, and we'll talk about it sometime. So the next part goes. Now I'm going to talk about that real quick, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go C, E flat, C again, E, G, E, G, B. And do you see how what I did with my hand there? I went thumb, third, pinky, thumb, third, pinky, right? Because we train this shape all the time, so we might as well use it for something. So let me play part 3, okay? It goes like this. This is the new part. And after you're done with that, you play part 3 again. And then it does this. Right? Just kind of like the beginning, more or less. Okay, so those are all the parts. And then you get to go boom, thump, thump, boom, boom,